treasure we found in the deep roads made us a fortune. The champion moved up in the world, literally. Bought a mansion in Hightown. Everyone knew who he was now. Even the Viscount was taking notice. Bethany was in the circle now. There was nothing we could do for her. Poor girl. 3 years later, the Qunari still haven't left. The Qunari insisted they were waiting for their ship. But some of us knew better.
The compound was not meant to be permanent. There are concerns the Qunari influence is no longer contained.
Was it ever? Kirkwall has tension enough between Templar and Mage. But these Qunari, they sit like gargoyles waiting for Maker knows what, and everyone goes mad around them. Nearly 4 years I've stood between fanatics. And now, this.
Don't keep us in suspense.
Leave us. Meredith at my throat, Orsino at my heels, and a city scared of heretical giants. Balance has held because the Qunari ask for nothing. Even the space in Lowtown was a gift to contain them. But now, the Arishok has requested you. By name. What did you do?
I have no idea, honestly. Talked to him once?
I got his attention a couple of times. I guess I impressed him, but that was years ago.
It makes no sense. And it doesn't matter. I just need them quiet. I remember how you helped my son. It seems you are meant to have influence above your station. Speak to the Arishok. Give him what he needs to keep the peace. Can you do that for Kirkwall, Sirrah Hawke?
I've seen hate for them, but I haven't heard anything major in years.
Zealots are bravest where their lies can't be argued, behind closed doors. Chantry leaders see Qunari beliefs as a challenge, not an attack.
Of course, it's the Chantry.
But the message gets muddled among casual adherents. I'm certainly not equipped to argue the fine points of faith.
The Qunari usually arrive as conquerors. Odd that this has gone on so long.
Very, and I have no interest in antagonizing them. That is partially why I suffer being a messenger today. A treaty exists, and it has been honored. Although,
You have doubts?
they claim they're waiting for a second ship. But it has been 3 years. They want something else.
Any idea what I can expect?
None. Honestly, I don't think I've heard 2 direct words from the Arishok. Other than his rather deliberate phrasing of begone. If you think his asking me to notify you of this is strange, well, you would be right.
Have the years been kind to Seamus?
He is his own man. But your actions tempered him somewhat. He's not so angry at the world. I thank you for that. I may not agree with him on many things, but I am proud of what he is becoming.
I am always willing to assist.
Well, that is an attitude this city has lacked for a long time. Appease the Arishok. Take his demand and let him return to dormancy. As awkward as this has been, it is better than the alternative. Stepping down is looking more and more appealing.
All right, let's go check out this Hightown mansion.
You're looking well, Sarah.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
I was called to the keep on important business, Bodan.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. I came to deliver this to you, the last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bodan.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawke. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
I'm bringing you with me, Aveline. I don't know why you think you're going to get out of this quest.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
Now you're even better.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. I visited Bethany at the Circle. She seems happy enough. I guess I just need to start finding you a suitable wife.
Oh, Mom, I've got something to tell you. You know, Hawke would have come out to her by now, so I'm not sure what she's on about.
Enchantments. If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help. Enchantments! Just
Want to explore the house a little bit. I think I'll do the DLCs in Act 3. I'll do one at the beginning and then one at the end.
I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the Hero of Ferelden's camp.
Oh, good lord. There are so many letters. Okay, so Fainrail made it to the Dalish clan. Good. Underground Railroad. Help out some apostates. Can do. Forbidden knowledge. Destroy some evil tomes. Note from Fainrail. What? Feeling inadequate. I really hope this is not a quest. What? I guess I'll accept. Yeah, I still am not gonna go get Sebastian. I hope that's alright. I just don't feel like, I mean, maybe that Hawke would develop a rivalry with him, but they definitely would not get along. He's a Chantry brother, and also, again, we already have enough archer rogues in the party with my Hawke and also Varric, so he can just stay in the Chantry. Let's just get through all these. Oh, family letters. Okay. So one from Bethany. Said, time in the circle's been bearable. The Templars have made a point of putting me through the harrowing as soon as I arrived. Oh, okay, glad it's over with. She's mentoring apprentices. One of them, Ella, has taken a shine to me. Adorable. Sir Ulrich, who likes harassing mages. Gonna have to follow up on him. And then one from Carver. And he made it. Alright. Grey Warden legends do fail to mention a few things. And of course he blames Hawke. But he sounds like himself, you know, and I think, again, it's going to be good for him. If you take Bethany into the Deep Roads and have Anders turn her into a Grey Warden, I read the letter that she sends you, and she sounds miserable in it. So I know the circle is not great, but I think this is going to work out for everybody. Let's go check up on Anders now. Since we're in Act 2 now, I quickly stopped to change Hawke's hair and armor, and I think he looks good. It reflects his new social status.
Don't come running to me next time you pick up one of these diseases.
Isn't that the point of magic?
I don't want to know.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you?
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
Don't tell me these things. I might have to lock you up to keep them off you.
Sweetheart, I'm not letting anyone lock me up. You included. The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
If they want you, they'll have to come through me.
Just being with me puts you at risk. The Knight Commander has declared supporting apostates a hanging offense. The thought of them hurting you, everything I've done to control this. I don't care. I would drown us in blood to keep you safe.
I won't lose you to this.
Then come with me. The world needs to see men like you, who do not fear to stand openly at a mage's side. The Templars have become more active in their hunt for me. I won't be able to stay here long.
Okay, next up, let's go check on our best friend, Varric. Well, Isabella's right here.
Isabella, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
I'm realizing now how infrequently I have her in the party. I don't know what she's learned about the relic.
The search for this thing has consumed you. Let it go.
I just thought I'd let you know that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
I'll do it for a kiss. Creepy. I'll just do it because I'm a good friend.
You can count on me.
Thanks. I appreciate it. If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
Okay, now Varric. There he is.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawke. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
No plans yet. I'm simply trying to look out for my mother.
I suppose after the whole business with Carver, it's a good idea to hang on to what you've got. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
What would I do without my trusty dwarf? I'd cry myself to sleep without you.
Oh, don't get all teary-eyed on me, Hawke. You know I can't stand to see a human cry. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started? If you want a drink, order it from Korth. In 3 years, Nora has never gotten my order right.
Boiling in oil.
Too prosaic. Trapped in a cave with hungry bears right at the spring thaw.
That lets him off too easy. Dipped in molten gold and left as a statue in the Viscount's keep.
Ooh, that's poetic.
What are you two talking about?
What to do to Bartrand when I find him.
Any suggestions?
Now let's go see Meryl.
Have you heard from your sister? Is she settling in all right with the Circle?
I thought you and Bethany didn't get along. Why are you worrying over her?
I'd be terrified in her shoes. Surrounded by strangers. Watched all the time. We didn't always agree, but she's a sweet girl. I would never wish that fate on anyone.
Meryl, it's just so hard to dislike, you know? There are so many things that she does that I don't approve of, but she's such a sweetheart.
Our mother checks on her frequently. She seems to be adjusting.
Maybe it's nice for her to finally live without hiding. She's strong. If anyone can get through this, she can. Don't blame yourself.
Easier said than done.
If I'd gotten home sooner, she might still be free.
Once the Templars knew, nothing you could have done would have saved her. Things will be all right. Somehow. By the dread wolf! Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear.
Blondie, I don't mean to sound critical, but have you considered a new line of work?
Such as?
Pretty much anything. I don't think Renegade Mage has a bright future, or any retirement plan.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
Hey, now.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawke. Just say the word. Nothing going on, Hawke. You'd be the first to know if there was.
Then why don't you come along with us?
So, I never expected to be palling around with the Captain of the Guard.
We're not pals.
Nothing to report, Captain.
We're not? What about that time we painted each other's toenails?
Do you want something?
Love, life, and liberty. What more does a man need?
You're in a jolly mood.
Well, when you're here, I know you're not leading men into Darktown to arrest me.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
"3 years. There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Daenerys killed him. Either way, if Daenerys is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me,
What do you do when you stop running?
You start over. Isn't that what you want?
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You help me, I help you.
I don't need your help.
Come on, man.
But enough. You have much to keep you busy, I'm certain.
Oh, Fenris. I think we might just be doomed to be rivals.
You, Varric, have a very large mouth.
And here I've always looked up to you. What is it now?
There were fistfights in the barracks over who was the model for your guard cereal.
Hard in Hightown. Riveting stuff. Everyone loves a dirty guard on the edge.
Varric.
Fine, I'll start his big finish. 3 chapters until Donan Brenikovic retires and opens a tavern on the coast. I sure hope he makes it. He's getting too old for this shit.
Hello, Emmerich. Aveline says you need my help again.
I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Nanette, Marin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Is this man in hiding? Am I to find him for you?
No, I know where Dupuis is. I just can't get to him. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something.
My men raided that house. There was nothing, and I've heard no end because of it. You were reprimanded, I hope.
Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
I retrieved a sack of human remains for you. Didn't you show it to the guard?
I did. They said the remains could have been gathered together by scavengers looking for bits of gold and jewelry. They said there was no way to tell if the remains even belonged to the missing women.
I'm sorry, Emmerich, but that's the truth of it.
What have you learned about Gascard Dupuis?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
I think he's probably right, but it could be a coincidence.
It cannot be a coincidence. It sounds exactly like a coincidence.
Gascard Dupuis is hiding something. I'm convinced of it.
What do you need me to do?
I knew I could count on you. You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
It's just that simple. Is it ever that simple?
The guards raiding the estate met that particular reception. Why would Gasgard be inquiring about escaped mages from Starkhaven?
Blood magic. Someone's been naughty.
Knight Commander Meredith is involved.
An apology from Kirkwall's Iron Lady? That must have been a first.
Help me, please! He's gone mad!
You're not him. Shit, I know what this looks like, but I didn't hurt her.
Let her go, and we can talk.
If I let her go, you'll kill me. I don't know why you're here, but there's a killer out there, and I think he's playing us both. Just let me explain.
If I hear anything I don't like, you're dead.
Several years ago, my sister was murdered. The bastard's now in Kirkwall, killing again. The same way he killed my sister. It starts with a bouquet of white lilies. He sends them to each new victim. Alessa was going to be next. I took her, so he'd have to come to me. I was finally going to face my sister's killer, but then you showed up.
He's lying! He hurt me!
I've explained this. I need your blood to track you down. If he took you, it was for your protection.
Let go of me!
She'll go straight to the city guard. They'll ruin everything.
I could report you to the Templars for blood magic.
Yes, I've used blood magic and lyrium to augment my powers. I'm not proud of what I've done, but I had to. He took my sister from me.
Emmerich was certain you were the killer.
Of course he was. But I was trying to find the killer just like him. Our paths crossed and he just assumed I was the murderer.
He'll want to know what happened here.
Tell him whatever you like. I'll be long gone by then.
This guy's methods are terrible, but I do think he's probably onto something.
Who killed your sister?
A powerful and experienced blood mage. I believe he uses the women for some ritual. His victims are attractive, healthy women with few social ties.
I can help you track down your sister's killer.
No, I can manage on my own. I'm headed to Darktown. If you learn anything new about the killer, find me there. I have a score to settle with him.
Blondie, Sunshine, Daisy, Ravani. What am I?
Beg your pardon?
You don't call anyone by name except for me. Where's my nickname?
That's not true. There's Hawke and Bianca.
Hawke is a family name, and Bianca is a crossbow. Don't change the subject.
Haven't thought of a good one yet. What do you think of Red?
Too common.
Well, when you think of one, let me know.
Aren't you Hawke? Emmerich left not long ago. He said you'd arranged to meet tonight.
Did I tell him that? I must have completely forgotten.
Don't you remember sending this message?
I didn't send this.
You didn't? Strange.
That's not a good sign.
Well, I don't know. Emmerich's been acting strangely for months. It's probably just a misunderstanding.
Of course it is.
Make it good!
mage sent that thing here to kill him. Why would anyone... Oh, Maker. The murders. Emmerich was right. He was getting too close. He suspected a man named Gascard Dupuis. Did he do this?
I really don't think so, but I'm not sure. If so, I definitely let him go, so whoops.
Gascard was only a small piece of the puzzle. I think he's innocent.
We should have believed Emmerich. I thought he was just trying for one last shot at glory. Whoever did this is a dangerous apostate that Meredith will want found. I will see to it personally.
My guardsman will find Alessa, the woman who was with Gascard. She might still be in danger.
Thank you for your help in this matter. If you learn anything more, please come to me.
Well, sorry, Emmerich. But at least there's stuff to loot.